Hi there, welcome to Tarot Down Under. We've got 3 tarot decks here that I'm going to draw energies from and connect with the viewers. This is general reading, and whatever time it reaches you, it is the right time in the terms of appropriateness and suitability for your situation. We tend to find things in life that we're looking for or that we're needing to hear. So hopefully these messages that come through today can offer you some enlightenment or some new ways of thinking about your current situation, whether that's your own situation or someone you're dealing with, that you're trying to kind of find clarity in terms of where you're at or where you want to be at or where you might need to be at. So do consider that the message coming out, and I will define whether the message appears to be something that you need to hear rather than what you might need to hear in terms of a perspective, a third person perspective, so someone you're dealing with, or whether the message is coming out for yourself, in the sense that this is something you need to hear and perhaps apply to your own situation, rather than consider how you're being dealt with or how you're dealing with someone from a third party or from a person you're dealing with. So with that said, I'll just try and again give indication as to why this message is coming out, the messages are coming out, and how to take away the message and what it might mean for you in your situation. So we've had the Ace of Cups come out first, which talks about new beginnings, emotional element being water. So this could be a relationship or just a sensitive approach to a new situation, or even a situation that's not new, something that you've been dealing with for a while that you're looking for clarification around. Queen of Swords has come out in reverse, followed by Judgment. So it does look like, I do feel that these cards are relevant for your own situation. So this is a situation that you've been dealing with, or you're about to deal with, and you're looking for some kind of clarity around that situation. 7 of Wands is coming in. You you've had a certain amount of success in a certain pursuit, and you're struggling with the conflict that can surround oneself when coming into success, or having certain amounts of certain levels of achievement in a certain area. And this, you're struggling with this. I can see Hanged Man in reverse. You've tried looking for new ways of approaching a certain situation and just can't seem to work out the best way through it. So I can see that whoever I'm picking up on has been dealing with a situation that's giving them some grief, and really is looking for answers as to how to manage a situation that you've created. It does feel like, you're looking for a new sensitive approach, a new way of emotionally connecting into a situation to, I guess, deal with it, resolve, or just handle. I guess it appears you're deserving of this condition, or this position that you've undertaken, whether it's work or a hobby. It does look like there's a kind of a passionate endeavor, so it could be a sport or something that's close to your heart, that you are struggling with. 10 of Swords, so a situation's coming to an end, whether it's this situation or a situation surrounding it. So whatever you're going through at the moment may be made more difficult by other situations around it. So 8 of Pentacles, I see that you've been working hard to get to where you're at. And I think by the look of things, something needs to end. Whether it does appear to be a relationship, you've taken a new way of considering what this relationship means to you, and you at this stage very likely need to be in your own energy and spend some time on self-development. It feels like someone who's come out of a long relationship or has been in multiple relationships and needs some time for themselves. This is a 10 of Cups in reverse. So it appears like I feel like I'm picking up on a younger person here, or someone who has had less life experience and really does need to go through that process of experiencing things in life. Sometimes the only teacher in certain areas of life is experience, and throwing ourselves into situations and feeling that heartbreak. We have to walk away from things we love sometimes to love ourselves and get to where we need to be in life. It can be difficult, and I guess that's why you're here, looking for some guidance as to how to handle this relationship or situation. I think whatever you've been pursuing personally is important to continue pursuing. Marrying up that Empress and Emperor energy, so your masculine and feminine energy, rather than sitting in a masculine energy or a feminine energy, allowing both to be part of your life, finding balance within yourself. We shouldn't look for balance in our lives through a relationship. It's just not an ideal way to find it, that harmony and balance in our lives. So, consider new relationships or new ways of approaching relationships. Don't be afraid to walk away from things that aren't serving you, people, places, or things. It does look like you've got some choices to make. The Hermit's come out, which is a card of introspection. So, do that work on yourself first and foremost to get answers around other people and relationships and situations, other parts of our life. It's really important to know who we're dealing with in terms of ourselves to deal with other situations beyond ourselves. So it does look like you've been working hard, and certain situations come to an end. You've had some success, and now you're looking to move on in life with that success and develop other parts of your life, which will be important to continuing that success and having that freshness to whatever it is that you're doing. I feel that this is someone very committed to a certain path or hobby or sport or career or a pursuit that's very worthwhile and is a big part of your life. So it's important to pursue that. Leave old thinking and habits in the past to continue to have success and evolve and develop that success and the progress you've made in that field. Three of Wands has come out here, so don't be afraid. Again, it does look at, I guess, the beginnings. So I think you're very, very capable of whatever this pursuit is that you've been applying yourself to for a long time. And there is some way to go to be successful at anything we're doing in life. We do need balance, so we do need to learn about ourselves. Endings do have to come in, and new beginnings have to emerge. So do not be afraid of that. It's just part of life, and things will get better if we go about life in the right way. Then it only gets better. Relationship situations, things will just improve. So do not be afraid to take that risk, letting things go to allow new to come in, being generous with others, taking, again, I often talk about finding ourselves through service to others. And I think that's really important because, until we allow others to affect us, I think we can't really affect ourselves in the sense that we can't affect the way we look at ourselves. So we need to engage with others to see who we really are. let that kind of intrinsic personality that we have deep down inside come out and shine. Don't be afraid to be yourself, express yourself and be true to yourself. Keep working hard at whatever it is that you're doing, because it does appear that you're on a really good track in life, and it's not always easy to find that good track. So it does appear that you are on a really good track. So, keep up with whatever it is that you've been doing, but do allow new ways of thinking and new avenues in life to start to be explored in not only an attempt to develop yourself in a really thorough and well-rounded way, but also to enable yourself to improve with your passion, with your love. Endings allow new beginnings, but just because one ending comes in doesn't mean that it's an ending to all parts and facets of your life. We can look at old things that we do or achievements that we've had in new light and realize that there's new realms of evolution in those pursuits. So you can only get bigger and better when you keep applying yourself to something you love. Justice is coming in, so this is, I feel, quite a fated kind of situation. So something that's out of your control. So these old ways and old relationships just need to be refreshed, and it does look like new passionate beginnings are coming in. So by to make room and allow your perspective on certain situations to change, it does give us that energy and that space to really find that new passion and spark within us to pursue new things in life and explore and expand ourselves, and the world's coming in. So look, there's all positive cards kind of coming after some endings and things that we're having to, I guess, put to bed. It can be difficult to end situations in life, and you can do this in a subtle and considered way with an approach that's tempered and considerate. So you don't have to rip the band-aid straight off. Take your time and prepare yourself, and then allow that to just kind of unfold naturally. So yeah, look, it does look like there is a romantic relationship involved here, and you are walking away from an old flame. This could have been a first love, so that's makes it obviously a lot more difficult, as that is a special relationship and always will be, but sometimes is a relationship that does need to come to an end to allow bigger, better things in, and to allow ourselves to become bigger and better. Six of Pentacles is coming through, so at this point in time it's good to be generous with what we have to offer, and appreciate and be grateful for what we do have. Give yourself a break at this point. Don't be too hard on yourself if you feel like you've lost things and you're never going to get them back, or you've been hard done by. Just allow things to go. Sometimes things are just not meant for us, and we have to let them go to be in a position and prepared to let new in. I feel like this deck has given us some good answers and guidance as to what we need to do and think at this stage. So I'll just move on to this final deck, which can just give us some kind of closing messages, because I do feel like, again, it does feel like a younger energy, whether you're a younger person or just someone who's had less life experience or been committed to a certain way of life for a long time and need to shake that up a bit. That does appear to be who I'm reading for, and it's exciting. It's nice to reflect on first loves, true loves, however you want to put it, that puppy love, that innocent love, that kind of romantic kind of the world's all rainbows and lollipops, which a lot of the time it is, but I guess the rainbows and lollipops aren't going to be so sweet if that's all we're ever consuming and appreciating. There's so much more to life. It does appear that you're walking away from something, and it's the right thing to do. So whoever I'm picking up on and whoever this is resonating with, allow this message to come through. Don't fight it. Sometimes we try to fight difficult things, but give yourself time. There's no rush, but just prepare yourself for this mentally. because, whether we feel like we're leaving something that's for us or wants us, or not, if it's truly for us, it's going to be there. And I feel like in this case, it's just not the case. I think both parties do need to spend some time on themselves and grow and develop into that position to have that, I guess, committed and dedicated relationship to get that happy ending after, happy ever after. Whether it is with this person or not, which I feel it's not for the vast majority of you, but don't push this message if it's not resonating with you. That's not something to do from these general readings. It does feel like I'm picking up on someone that is in this situation, but everyone's situation is different. So you don't want to force messages that aren't for you. Some people can have success with a relationship that's, questionable, but just needs a new way of approaching and just some perseverance. But it does feel like the majority, or the main energy I'm picking up for here, it is a situation where a relationship has been outgrown, and to stay in that relationship is not going to serve yourself. It's not going to serve the person you're dealing with, and it's not going to serve anyone surrounding that relationship or anyone who comes into contact. It's just not the way to live life, by living out of fear of not getting what we want because we've given up something that we thought should be for us. I can see you've struggled, or there can be struggle in these situations, but just give yourself time, prepare yourself for it mentally, and even if you don't make the decision, the other person will, or slowly time will sort out the situation. So you don't have to be abruptly callous and bold in this situation. You can just allow it time and just prepare yourself mentally and energetically for a relationship to end. Just keep loving yourself. I feel that you are in a great situation right now, and that's due to the hard work and effort you put in. If someone else is doing the same, then they're going to be in a great position when a relationship or cycle comes to an end that needs to come to an end, that's fated to come to an end, and that just requires a bit of commitment from the individuals involved to make the right decisions at the end of the day. New offers are going to come in for both of you if they haven't already. It's just a matter of that temperance card, that patience and strength of character to go through some difficult times to get to those better times. So, patience is a great characteristic to be exercising at this point, and preparation of yourself for a situation that I feel like the person who I'm picking up for, and often the time in these readings, I think when the message is resonating with you, deep down inside, or it's kind of coming from yourself, you've been looking for this message and it's here, and it's just helping you resolve this difficult situation and helping you make that decision, which is not an easy one. The Fool is a new beginning of a cycle, so a new cycle is coming in for whoever this reading's resonating for. And for the vast majority of you, it's going to mean a lot of new beginnings, new relationships, and a leveling up, a maturing, and a kind of wising up to the world around you, which is great. It's exciting, and it's it leads to that abundance. It leads to that having that everything. There's no reason all of us walking the planet can't be living their best life and feeling like they own the world, and they're one with the earth, the universe, and the world, and that we have total abundance and control and love and safety in this world and in our lives. Don't be afraid to keep being that loving person in the face of adversity that might come up in life. It only makes us stronger, and it only makes us more aware of what we're actually dealing with in this life. So, I commend the person who's kind of going through this period of self-realization and self-discovery, and this beginning of new ways and maturing, because you know, it's a great thing to be able to do, which is mature and become someone more self-realized and capable and independent and all those good things. You may find higher levels of intuition and higher levels of, I guess, engagement with your own life as well as others, relationships and things, people, places and things. You know, this is a good story. So, you know, if it has resonated with you and you are going through those hard times, you feel free to make comments or reach out to me personally. I can provide readings and further guidance and advice on situations. But yeah, whoever I'm reading for, I feel like I've connected with someone that's looking for some certain, I guess, enlightenment or inspiration. So yeah, I hope the message has been helpful. Like the video and subscribe for more readings and further follow-up on energies, so I can continue to provide readings and pick up on you know, people out there who are looking for more, looking for answers, looking for improvement, looking for guidance, looking for connection. You know, I know I'm one of them. You know, I guess we all go through our things, and that's how we learn and become capable and in a position to offer advice and insight into scenarios, because, you know, we've been through them ourselves and perhaps are still going through them and are yet to come through them. And these readings can also, I guess, enable us to develop, I mean, and I refer to us as readers, people providing content of this type on YouTube, or on any other platform, or in any other capacity to self-develop with others. So I thank you for tuning in, and really appreciate anyone that views and wants to connect and be a part of this journey. So thank you, and I'll see you on the next video.